Alright guys, we are back for some more, I almost just said Dragon Ball Super, shit. No, we're back for some more Dokkan battle. Now, there's a lot of Dragon Ball Super related stuff going on right now. Let's head over to the summons. We have the Dokkan Festival up right now with the brand new Spirit Bomb Sword Trunks and Merged Zamasu. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Right now, I'm going to focus on going through the Dragon Ball Super Story event. And then next time, we're going to start taking down the, Spirit Bomb Sword Trunks boss event, the Merged Zamasu boss event. Along with the Dragon Ball Super Story event, this banner comes with it. What we have here is this Trunks and this Vegeta are the Father-Son Gallic Gun combo. This Trunks is pretty good. The attack and defense, I think it goes up to 25% because he gets a rebirth. And same with this Vegeta, that's where they turn into the Father-Son combo. They're okay. They're basically decent filler units for, Mono Super Tech and Mono Super Physical. But there's better versions of support physical units available. And there's better units that you could put in here over the Vegeta. So, there's also this brand new, Strength Super Saiyan Blue Goku right here too. This was necessary, of course, because, this is the first Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta with, their normal outfits on. Like, because up till this point, all the other versions of Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, they were all in their Resurrection F outfits. There's also a couple other things in this banner. It's basically just, a banner for the Dragon Ball Super, Trunks arc, but it doesn't have the Dokkan exclusives. So no Vegito Blue, no Merged Zamasu, no, Rose, no base form Goku Black. And then, here we got Trunks, Mai, and that version of Zamasu. And then Hit and Future Gohan is randomly tossed in there. Now, there is this. For 50 stones, you're guaranteed to get one of the two Father-Son Gallic Gun cards. The only reason I would think about doing that is so I could have, that super attack animation is just so cool. But we'll probably end up pulling one of those two in a different future banner. So here we have the two boss events. Let's go ahead and just start knocking out this Future Trunks Saga arc. There is 7 stages, so we'll go ahead and go through them. We'll bring, for now, ooh, you know what? I am going to bring the LR androids, actually, yeah. Let's go ahead and get rid of that, and let's give a launch and a Mr. Satan-sama. Yeah, perfect. So I'm bringing this team, mainly just some units that I want to show off. Some recent units that we've just pulled. I did so much pulling on the Rose and Vegito Blue banners, and then my attempts to get LR Broly, and there's so many new units to play around with, when I do, story event stages and stuff like this. So, this begins, basically Dragon Ball Super Episode 47, where Trunks and Mai are, going to Capsule Corporation, and Trunks is trying to get into the time capsule so he can head back to the past, and his intention was to get Gohan and Vegeta's help, because, the last time he had left, Goku was dead, and, Gohan was the strongest, baddest motherfucker around. But of course, when Trunks actually gets there, he finds out that Gohan, his powers have degenerated, and Vegeta and Goku have ascended 25,000 levels beyond. Now, an interesting thing is that Trunks actually did unlock Super Saiyan 2 off-screen in between when he left the past after the Cell Saga and when he returns in Dragon Ball Super. Now, you guys are aware that, yeah, we've got him in the first rotation there. We have that Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, which I guess is like a non-canon version because it's Trunks in his outfit when he first arrives, but they've got it as Super Saiyan 2. Honestly, they kind of do need to make a Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. Oh, shit. A Super Saiyan 2 Trunks in this outfit right here. Oh, Masaka! Goku Black. Alright, so yeah, here's where Mai gets absolutely dominated by Goku Black. This moment in the show was just so good. Black's first appearance was just legendary. Okay, so here we have the Rage Trunks. Okay, very, very cool, very cool. Not only do we have the Rage Trunks here, but he does have that, the Rage, aura. He's got the yellow, Super Saiyan aura. He's got the electricity. And then he has that weird blue glow in there as well. Now, he's honestly not the greatest card, but, he is kind of interesting. And then here is our Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. You see he's got the trademark electricity. And then we just have Vegito Blue on the end who will finish it if the Trunks just can't. Oh, the Black Kamehameha! Ah, 32, not bad. I will Mamoru this world! And he uses the Final Flash. Now, of course, Trunks, during the course of the Trunks Saga, does use, the Gallic Gun, the Final Flash, the Spirit Bomb Sword. He uses a Masenko. Like, Trunks is just capable of using, like, every single fucking technique under the sun. It gets, like, ludicrous to a certain point. Like, oh my god, Trunks, are you just able to use, the Makin Sapo Hapoha, Piccolo Special Beam Cannon? I'm waiting for Trunks to bust out the Tri-Beam. I mean, remember, Trunks does a Kamehameha in Dragon Ball GT, so at some point he's capable of doing that. Probably related to the fact that, he fused with Goten, so he probably, like, kind of learned how to do some techniques. That is interesting. I would imagine Goku is probably able to use some of Vegeta's techniques, like Final Flash and the Big Bang and stuff, considering they've fused multiple times now. And that would go for Vegeta, too. I wouldn't be surprised if Vegeta could bust out some of Goku's techniques. It would make sense. And they also find out things like what it's like to fuck Chi-Chi and Bulma from the other perspective. Haha, Vegeta and Goku. Some interesting side effects of fusion. Ho ho ho. Alright, so now let's go ahead and move on to Message from the Future. Now, of course, this is following the, whatchamacallit? This is following the anime and not the manga itself. We're gonna get rid of the, Super Saiyan 2 Trunks. Let's bring in Super Vegeta. Yeah, that's a good character to bring in. Why the fuck not? Alright, so because we're following the anime, remember, Goku Black does follow Trunks to the past. Now, in hindsight, I do kind of wish that this didn't happen, because you can't travel to the past with the time ring. Hold on, real quick. Yeah, here's where Trunks talks about how he defeated Dabura and Fat Majin Buu. Or, no. Trunks defeated Dabura and Babidi, preventing Majin Buu's revival. And there's a lot of interesting stuff with that in the manga. In the anime, we only get the quick fight scene with Trunks and Dabura. And Trunks, manages to defeat Dabura and Babidi as well. Now, the time ring is not supposed to be able to take you to the past. You can only go to the future and then return to the present. But what happens is Goku Black is able to follow the time distortion that Trunks' time machine creates, and so he arrives in the past. Now, this confused a lot of people who then mistakenly thought that Goku Black was able to freely go to the past with the time ring. Like, when we first saw the scene of Goku Black murdering Chi-Chi and Goten, many people mistakenly thought that that was Goku Black, using the time ring and he went back to the start of Dragon Ball Super because Goku was in his farmer outfit. But that was not the case. It was, Zamasu had actually gone a year into the future to get the Super Dragon Balls. So that was a big deal because people were like, it doesn't make sense why Goku Black is so strong, considering he took Goku's body before he had, gotten the Super Saiyan God power or become Super Saiyan Blue or anything like that. But that wasn't the case. Zamasu did steal a version of Goku's body who did have access to Super Saiyan Blue and all of the godly powers. But a lot of people got really tripped up about that because they weren't sure what the time ring was capable of. Now, I will say, yeah, I love Bulma's outfit with the lab coat in this arc. I will say that the time travel does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. You cannot make sense of the time travel because of the fact that in the anime, they base a lot of Zamasu's actions on his encounter with Goku, which only happened because Goku Black showed up in the past. But that version of Zamasu is the Goku Black that they all are fighting the whole time. So it doesn't make sense how he can kind of be there. It's like all kinds of time loops and time paradoxes. It doesn't make sense. And I don't know. I mean, they easily could have made that shit make sense, which is really disappointing. All they had to do to have the time travel with Zamasu and Goku Black make sense is you just had to have a different, like, outcome for the original Zamasu who becomes Goku Black. So, in the manga, Zamasu first learns about Goku, Son Goku, from Kaioshin from Universe 7 and Kobito, because Zamasu says that he really admires Kobito and the Universe 7 Kaioshin because they were able to take down Majin Buu without the God of Destruction's help. And, you know, Kaioshin mentions that they had mortals' help, especially that of Son Goku. And then this is what causes Zamasu to kind of find out about Goku and look up info on him. And it sends him to GodTube, where he watches Goku's battle with Hit. And then eventually, because of that, he steals Goku's body, this mortal, this disgusting Ningen who has taken godly power. If they had somehow kind of done that for the original Zamasu who became Goku Black, honestly, I think that would have fixed the problem. And then the Zamasu that Goku fights, who is then killed by Beerus, he would have tried to become Goku Black, but Beerus stopped him. The problem is that they wanted to make the Zamasu that Goku fought the exact same version that's in Goku Black, which just flat out does not work, and it doesn't make sense. That is the problem right there. I should do a video on that. But anyway, yeah, so here is this fight. Super Saiyan 2 Goku against base form Goku Black. And yeah, he was able to trail your course through space-time. This was such a great moment. Everyone was so hyped when Goku and Goku Black were fighting. And then, you know, he does kind of talk some shit, and he's like, oh, I wanted to fight you in this body. And everyone was like, oh, what does that mean? Is he a parasite absorbing bodies? What's going on? Yeah, what do you mean by that? And he says, fuck you. That's his response. F you and your mama too, Goku. Alright, so this is the un-Dokkan version of Goku Black. Alright, so here we have Kaioken Goku, actually. Now, this Kaioken Goku will be getting a Dokkan Awakening relatively soon. Honestly, I would expect that probably like the first week of June or somewhere around there. He becomes okay. He definitely gets a huge buff from what he is right now. Then he also gets an upgraded super animation. It is only just the same one as Intelligence Ultimate Gohan, the Burst Rush. But it's cool regardless. I really appreciate it. Okay, so that gets rid of Goku Black. We've also got that Agility Super Saiyan 3 Goku I kind of want to show off. He is pretty good, but there's other better units. Because he doesn't Dokkan Awaken, he doesn't have access to Fierce Battle or the Rebirth Link Shattering the Limit, which does limit him a little bit. Okay, so there it is. The time distortion that Trunks comes to the past in fixes itself, in the process sucking Goku Black back to the future. And so at this point, when he's sucked in the future, he also destroys the time machine. This is another plot hole, by the way, because of the way time travel is kind of described in Dragon Ball. Like, once you activate a time machine and go to the past, the only way to make sense of the time travel in Dragon Ball Z is just to say that that kind of links that time machine to that era. So that's why when Trunks, no matter how many years back in the past Trunks goes to, he always ends up in this world. This world that's following, you know, the Cell Saga. the only way to explain that is that Trunks linked his time machine to that world. Now, the problem is then Goku Black destroys that time machine, and they use Cell's time machine, which is not linked to the future where Goku Black is, because Cell took this time machine from one of the original timelines. So when Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta hop in the time machine, really where they should be going is the empty future that has no androids, no Trunks, no Cell, none of the Z Fighters, and no Goku Black. That's where they should end up. So that was kind of another, like, plot hole. They, having Goku Black destroy the time machine does actually create problems. It does, really. Alright, so we're done with that. So now we will move on to stage 3, where we will fight Universe 10's Zamasu. Let us bring... Oh, hey, hello, Broly. Who is bringing that Cyberman? Okay. Let's go ahead. We'll get rid of the Kaioken Goku. And we're gonna bring... Let's bring this Intelligence Gohan. We'll get rid of that Trunks. We've seen him a couple times. Let's bring Goku from the Cooler movie. Why not? Yeah, that's cool. Alright, so now we Sembiris were kind of able to deduce that Goku Black's ki feels very similar to a Apprentice Kaioshin in Universe 10. They also are talking about the Time Ring, which you're only able to use if you're a Kaioshin. Now, there's actually some plot holes going on in the Dragon Ball Super manga with the Potara fusion and all that shit. We'll not get into that now, but alright, so here's Goasu. I really do like Goasu, but Goasu has been revealed to be a clickbaiter. He's all about the views, and that's all he cares about. It's real sad that Goasu was turned out to be like that. Goasu just has dollar bill signs in his eyes. It's very... Goasu was my boy, but he really did show up to see Goku Black's defeat so he could record it and toss it on the God Tube. You're not tricking me, Goasu. I'm not so naive that I'll fall for that shit. Alright, so here is where Goku, insists on fighting Zamasu, and they have their little sparring match here. Yes, this crazy strong Kai. Zamasu originally was a Kaio of Universe 10. Kaio, of course, that's the same role that, like, King Kai has and stuff. Ooh, look at that delicious gold awakening capsule right there. That's very good. For all I know, this could turn out to be a old Kai medal or a Kaioshin medal. I've used quite a lot of those recently because, obviously I've had so many units that I've wanted to awaken. Units such as, Super Saiyan God Goku, which we've got here, the Majin Vegeta, Turles, all of those units I've all had to awaken. It does suck. I use 2,000 stones to try and get Broly, and honestly, I didn't really get that many good cards. I mean, I never really talked about that last night the Broly banner went away and I did some last minute pulls. Some of the stuff I got from that. I got a couple more dupes. I actually have that Strength Super Saiyan God Goku. I got a dupe for him and I made sure to get him some crits because eventually he will have a Dokkan Awakening in the future. That's for damn sure, and he is going to be really fucking good when he does. I would really, really guess that he's going to be optimal. So I'm glad that I did get a dupe of him. I got 2 really quickly. One from a World Tournament reward. My World Tournament rewards have been super lit lately because I got the physical Bardock, I got the physical Gotenks, I got the STR Metal Rildo, I got STR Godku. Very good. Okay. So, let's go ahead and let's have Goku go first. This Goku can stun, and then Super Vegeta right here. He is actually going to be getting a Dokkan Awakening soon. And then with that Dokkan Awakening, I gotta imagine he'll probably be pretty good as well. He'll probably be a very good support unit, to be honest. I'm probably gonna farm up his super attack, which you can through the hero and villain event. Alright, so we got some training items. That's beautiful. I badly need training items, man. I'm really low nowadays on training items, to be honest. Alright, so the key feels familiar. It's very close to Goku Black, but not exactly the same. Yeah, for a Kai, you are certainly pretty tough, Zamasu. Alright, so yeah, his distrust of all mortals seemed rooted in his perception of their never-ending indignities. Yeah, so after this encounter with Goku is where Zamasu, like, really quickly flies off the handle and goes over the deep end and just gets really fucking baddie, bullshit, crazy, bonkers. Yeah, mortals cannot be left to do as they please. I must kill them all. It's like, whoa, Zamasu. You know, talking about Ningen all the time, man. I sense a little, sense some very hardcore racism, Zamasu. You might need to chill the fuck out, is what needs to happen here. Hey! We did get a Kaioshin medal. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's very good. And we got some gold training items. That was a successful stage. But, okay. Next time, we will go ahead and finish up the Future Trunks saga. Later.